Ooh, my body hurts from being sit like this. Ooh, I just ripped some more. I heard it.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we will be reviewing a show that Krysten and I recently fell in love with. And we just want to share with you our likes, our dislikes, and why you need this show in your life. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing Love Is. It comes on the OWN network. So stay tuned for that video. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share with your friends and family. We appreciate all the support, so please don't stop. All right, getting into the video.
So the best way to summarize this show, it's not complicated, but it's hard to explain. So let me set the scene for you. Imagine a couple that's been together for 20 years. It's their 20-year anniversary. They met in the 90s, and so like now, it's 2018, they're like recounting how they met and how their relationship developed. So that's what the show is like. So you have this couple, this older couple, and they're basically, just going down memory lane saying, oh, this is how we met, and oh, remember when you did this, honey, or remember when you did this, remember that girl that you used to talk to, honey? It's just like, just like a regular conversation. But meanwhile, they're talking, there are flashbacks, which is the bulk of the show. The bulk of the show is set in the 90s when they met. It's flashbacks to them when they were actually, when they actually met, and you get to see what they were actually going through.
So that's the setting. Now the characters. We have Yasir and Nuri. So let's start with Yasir, I guess. So Yasir is a black male living in LA, trying to pursue his dreams of being a script writer. He moved, left everything, came with nothing, and is pursuing that dream. He's living with an ex, but he doesn't contribute anything financially or anything like that. So he's literally working from the bottom up. And he goes through a lot of struggles as the series progresses. Like his car, stop working?
Yeah.
Or he doesn't have money to get it fixed. He doesn't have a job. He gets kicked out. He's homeless. Just a lot is happening in his life. So he's literally starting from the bottom. And after 20 years have passed, when they're recounting their relationship, we see how he's built himself up, basically. And then we have Nuri, a very successful, young African-American female, writing as a script writer for, what's the show? Marvin?
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. She's very successful. She just bought her own house. She has a beautiful Jeep. She is doing really good for herself, and she's just living life, just loving life, and really trying to progress in her career choices. When it comes to her dating life, she is just doing whatever makes her happy. She's dating this guy that has a long distance boyfriend somewhere else. So basically she's living life for her, on her terms, and doing whatever makes her happy.
And the interesting thing is where their lives intersect. I don't want to ruin anything for you, really, but you obviously know they end up together. But before they even, met or got together, Nuri said that she would never date a man with kids, and she would never date a man that didn't have a job, right?
Yeah, who couldn't hold his own, basically.
Yeah. And she said that her reason, and I feel like a lot of women today are kind of like that. If you can't hold your own, if you don't have it together, like I have it together, especially me being the woman, then it probably won't work out. And if you got kids,
that's something else. Yeah, a lot of us have a checklist, right? And it's funny because Yasir had a kid, he didn't have no job, he didn't have no income, all right, but somehow she fell in love with him. Yeah, and we're not really gonna explain how that process happened. Just make sure to check out the show so you can just see how he won her over and how their relationship progressed. So now getting into our likes and our dislikes. What I really like about the show is I really like Nuri's character. She gets on my nerves at times, but I just like her character, and I like the evolution that we see in her character from when she was younger to when she's older, and how Nuri and Yusir interact with each other, because I see a lot of myself in Nuri and how her relationship with Yusir is kind of how Justin and my relationship is, and we can get into like relationships up in another video, but there are a lot of similarities there, you know, having a woman who has a lot going for her and she's young and is just living life, and she never had to worry about anybody else for herself. So then maneuvering into a relationship where you can't be selfish anymore, or you have to, you know, worry about your dude, where you have somebody else's opinion actually mattering. So seeing that evolution in Nuri was really interesting.
What I like about the show is just how real it is. And that's really general, but what I mean by that is that it doesn't sugarcoat things. It's not like a happy ending, like, oh, everything always works out. It's so like raw and real in that like the problems that these people are facing are problems that we face every day, like whether in the workplace or in education. And I love how they're very, like I guess the producers or the writers of the show are really open to showing the vulnerabilities of each of the characters and how those vulnerabilities kind of like fit together within a puzzle piece for those two characters. You really see how they're meant to be together. And like, I'm one of those people that believes in people, like if you're meant to be together. I believe in like true love and like soulmate, all that. I believe in it. And so like, but it's at the same time, it's not, it shows you that true love and your soulmate isn't as pretty as you would imagine it to be. It's a lot of hard work and sacrificing and like self-actualization and like realizing, oh, you know what, I don't have it all together. Maybe I should listen to my partner and, you know, grow from that. And like Azzy was saying, you see the growth throughout the years as up until when they're old. And I just love how real it is, like, with all that.
Dislikes. So this show took place in the 90s, meaning cell phones weren't really a thing. We had pagers. So a lot of the issues in the beginning of the show that Nuri and Yusir were running into had to deal with communication, which got on my nerves so bad, because today it's so easy to like text whoever, be like, you on your way, like what's the plan, or call them. It's so communication is so easy today. And I guess I didn't realize like how rough it was, especially if you just met someone in a coffee shop, you're trying to get to know them and form relationships with them, how rough it is to like actually get in contact with them. Like Yusir didn't really have a stationary address, you know, had a lot of issues going on with that. Nuri was always working and wasn't at home a lot and didn't have time to return the calls that were coming in on her pager. So the communication there was a hit and miss for majority of the show in the beginning. And so for the viewer, it was kind of annoying, like, dang, that could have totally been avoided. Like, if you did this, or if Yusir did this, like, just answer the phone, go home. Like, what are y'all doing? So that was a little annoying, but I feel like the director, oh, also what's interesting about this, Mara Ali was the director. So I think she wrote Being Mary Jane, a lot of the stuff that we watch. So this is actually based off of her true life love story with her husband. And they were totally vulnerable with the show and how they portrayed their love story. So I appreciate how real they were about the communication back in the day and how it was hard to kind of form those bonds and relationship by the communication that they had. But it was still annoying, regardless.
As for me with dislikes, honestly, I don't think I had any dislikes other than, that was frustrating. But as you said, it was real. We were yelling, literally yelling at the TV, like, what? Yeah. But other than that, no,
Yeah. Only season 1 is out, and it's 10 episodes, and they're about like 40 minutes long. So just go ahead and binge watch it. It's cool.
Take it a short time.
Yeah, not sure when the next season's coming out, but I guess
it's really good. I hope they continue it.
Yeah, they will.
Gets you all in your feelings.
They will, because they left it on a cliffhanger. So also the soundtrack to the show is awesome.
And
it's
the fashion.
Oh yeah, 90s
fashion is just like, wow.
I know. But I loved like all of the topics of vulnerability that I went to. And it's still things that we talk about like in relationships and everything like that today. So it's something that you should definitely watch with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, whatever, and have a conversation about it. It's good stuff.
And look at you talking about things that matter, like really important things within relationships.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching our first review on Love Is. We'll be doing more reviews and more recommendations on different things, books, movies, shows, restaurants in the DFW area, just all kind of things. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for all of the support. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.